I'm David Pettigrew. I'm the CEO of mhealth. I have 15 years experience of bringing medical technologies to market all around the world, and I've been with the company now for just over 2 years. I think the biggest lesson I've learned is that it's not a sprint, and people will often, when they come in as a new startup, they'll have this image of, hockey stick growth, and that'll all be in their investor decks. And then what will happen is that they'll hit the cold reality, which is this is a very evidence-led business. It's a very conservative business, and rightly so, because it's the NHS and patient safety is at risk, right? Or kind of indeed any provider around the world. So don't see it as a sprint, see it more as a marathon. And in mhealth's case, it's not just a marathon, it's been a relay marathon. So I didn't found this business. This business was founded 12 years ago by two respiratory physicians, Tom Wilkinson and Simon Bourne. And what they are, they're very good product people. They built an amazing product. They got some very good early NHS traction, and the reason that they did that was, the way they did that was through doing it right, running clinical trials, doing proper real-world evaluations, engaging with their peers, really advocating with patients, like talking to patients. So while there was a lot of other companies coming in and raising tens of millions and having amazing marketing, they kept their head down and they built a platform that was growing at quite a rate. Where I came in was very much around the commercialization of the business and really trying to scale it beyond where they got. So I think it's difficult to boil it down to one lesson, right? But I think the main lesson is it takes a long time to get something worthwhile to market. And our products are relatively simple products in many ways, but it's highly effective. And the reason we know that is because we've proven it. And make sure that you have the right people at the right stage for your journey as you take through a digital innovation, And, you also have to realize that you're coming in with something that's very disruptive. And, workflows and clinical workflows are very set into their ways. And you have to be respectful of that and really listen. I mean, I've only been with the company for 2 years, as I said, so it's really over the last couple of years. I did a lot of international kind of medical device development before that. So this is really my first experience of working with the HIMSS. And really impactful. I mean, very good thought partners. In the early days, I understand that they were helped a lot with the governance of the clinical trials we were running and a lot of project management support. Latterly, I've been working with your colleague James with the severe asthma centres, so we're now distributing nationally across severe asthma. And we've actually had some really sophisticated discussions around our go-to-market strategy, whether, where the budget's going to come from the next cycle. Do we partner with pharma? Do we kind of push for dedicated reimbursement through the NHS? Is it a combination of the two? So I think the relationships with the HIMSS, they're quite multifaceted. And I think depending on what stage of the journey you're at, they fulfill very different functions. In my eyes, certainly that's been my experience. And then, the other thing that I think they did really well was a lot of support when we went to conferences abroad. So in Arab Health, we got some great business opportunities out in the Middle East through your colleagues in Cambridge and Peterborough in particular, and also down in Wessex. So yeah, very positive really, really good thought partners.